good investor here. I hope you're all doing well. Just wanted to drop this brand new video, and it is going to be about Dogecoin, about the analysis I've done that I am very keen to share with you. And I'm very sure that there are a couple of points within the video that you have not known about, even though when you are trading Doge, and even if you're holding Doge. So before I do that, guys, I wanted to ask you if you could take literally 2 seconds of your time and just smash that like button on this video, because it will help not only the channel but also outreach the video to the right people. So definitely there are people in need. There's definitely people who don't know about this. So that would definitely help the video to reach the right people. So that being said, let's deep dive into the video right away. So what it is, it's Dogecoin's price right now is around 26 cents, which is phenomenal. And we'll talk about returns as well. So as of this moment, their volume is about 44 billion within 24 hours, and their market cap is around 32 billion. So that being said, let's go to Robinhood and look at some of the returns that it has given. So the past couple of weeks have been crazy. I mean, look at this, about 300% from April 10th until today, April 17th. So that is a phenomenal return out there. And within past month, it's been 340. Not even speaking to this all-time high, which is around 638%. So great returns. A lot of people are interested because of that. So if you're holding, I just want to make sure that you're aware what Dogecoin is, because a couple of my friends, when I was talking to a couple of my friends, when we were talking about the topic of cryptocurrencies, it just turned out that not that many people know about this, what they do when the supply and demand piece of it. And I think it is a little bit risky for those people who don't know. And I just want to make sure that you as a good investors are aware of what it is, right? So that being said, let's talk about what Dogecoin is. So Dogecoin essentially was created, you probably know by who, and I don't want to go deep dive into that, but essentially it was created as a meme stock, as a meme coin, just as a peer-to-peer as well. So it was just not a store of value, but rather more of a meme, more of a joke, just to create another cryptocurrency. So it was created, but however, something that not that many people know about it is that Dogecoin's supply is not limited. So everyone thinks of, when buying Dogecoin, they think of Bitcoin as well, but a cheaper price. It is not that, right? So even though they are very cheap, there is a reason behind it. And one of the reasons is because of the unlimited supply, meaning, for example, there's 8 million coins mined every single day. So there's unlimited supply out there, and the more supply, that means that the price will keep dropping even though nobody's selling it, because the supply is going up with a steady demand. So for this to go up, there's a lot of money need to be pumped in. Not that it's impossible, but I just want to make sure you're aware that as much as money is being poured, that's why the price of the coin goes up. But if everyone just stops buying more, just keeping everything and not selling, the price will go down, just because of the high rate that the amount of new Dogecoins are being produced. So before I go into analysis, I just want to touch on what on CNBC, what Mark Cuban actually discussed a little bit about it. And Mark Cuban has been in favor of Dogecoin as well. So if we can look at his tweets, he was just saying that MAFs are selling their merch and they are accepting Dogecoin, and they're saying that they are not selling a single Doge ever. So keep buying. So again, to the point, yes, those guys are not selling it, which is amazing. But if nobody sells it, and if nobody sells, nobody buys, the price will still go down. So every day there needs to be money to pumped into Doge. So that is something to keep in mind, and make sure you're aware that this is something possible before investing. So that being said, so he has been a little bit in favor. He has been in favor of Doge and Ethereum, but not that much about Bitcoin. So we'll not talk that much about this, but he has been one of the biggest support around Doge, as well as Elon Musk, as well as Chamath. So you guys probably know about that. So that being said, let me talk into a couple of the analysis that I've done. So if you go to this Excel sheet that I created, essentially we can see here that I use the current price of 0.30 cents, so 30 cents, It's because right now they're 25 cents, and then it was an all-time high of about 40 cents. So I just wanted to get something in the middle. So let's say it's the current price is 30 cents, and which gives us the market cap of about $52 billion, which is very, very big. And comparing to the couple of days, it was 12 billion previously, and now it is 52. So you see that the pace that the Dogecoin is just growing, it's very big. But I wanted to make an analysis on that people talk about Dogecoin reaching $1 and what exactly that means. So if assuming that the number of Doge stays the same throughout the time that Dogecoin price is increasing, that means that for Doge to go to $1 at the current quantity, that is literally impossible because the quantity is going up every single day. But assuming that the price, the quantity is the same, the future price going to $1, it's around 222% increase from the current points, which is not impossible, right? I mean, which if we look to the 1 week chart, it's around 300%. So if the pace continues to be the same, $1 is actually not that far away. So it's kind of like possible at this point, because it was kind of impossible when it was in this point, right? When it was just 7 cents, but now it's fairly possible, and I'm not that I'm invested on them, but that this does make sense. So maybe you didn't know about it, but it only takes about 200%, 300% for the price of Dogecoin to go up to reach $1, and that would give it a market cap of around $167 billion, which, as you can see, comparing to 52, it is a lot, right? By around 3 times. So this is it. So let's talk a little bit about the average annual supplies and compare it with a couple of cryptocurrencies. As we know, I mean, here, as I mentioned it, there's around 8 million coins produced every day. So as you can see, coins per day. That means that a lot of people are mining cryptocurrencies in a very fast pace. So 8 million coins per day is a lot. And if we multiply that by 365 days, which makes it an annual, average annual, coins made per year, that would give us around 3 billion coins produced every single year, which is not amazing, which is crazy, guys, because that can impact a lot on the price of Doge. And if you compare it with other cryptos like Ethereum does not have a fixed total supply, but rather a capped annual supply, which is around 18 million. So that means that there wouldn't be more than 18 million Ethereums produced in a single year. Unlike Bitcoin, for example, there's only 21 million of Bitcoin, and it's fixed. So because of that, the price of Bitcoin could always go up just because the supply is limited and more and more people are interested on having Bitcoin. So because of this supply and demand thing, I think it would be very challenging for Dogecoin to go to $1. Is it possible? Absolutely yes. Look at the pace that it is growing with. Would it stay at $1? Maybe not. I have a feeling that as soon as it reaches $1, it would be a goal. It would be like a checked goal that happened, $1, and then it will just keep dropping down, I think, and it would be sad for some people who would be holding in a longer term. So make sure you are not risking as much as soon as it reaches $1 to make sure you're safe. So, and then it is also backed by Mark Cuban himself, right? He says, even though he owns a lot of these Dogecoins, he says on the Dogecoin price, supply and demand is undefeated, which means that as supply is just, you can never stop the supply, and the price, it's challenging for the price to reach the high points. So I think I mentioned everything, guys. Now I gave you the analysis. I want you to make the decision yourself. I don't want to push you on anything, but is it possible to give it to $1? Absolutely yes. So definitely keep that in mind. Other than that, I'll talk to you in the future videos. Stay safe, stay healthy.